Hello, hello. I'm at 4010 Canter. This is 2,500 square feet, built in 1994, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. It's a cul-de-sac property, which is always a great feature of a home to be in a cul-de-sac. Some of the homes look a little bit newer than some of the other ones, but these three immediate ones are probably about the same age, and these two right in front of me and a couple down from that look like they're a little bit newer as far as construction. The roads through the neighborhood do tend to look a little bit like this. It's probably due for paving. That's going to be up to the county to take care of that. And then between the two homes, so you do have the little green monster box for the electric on this side of the yard. This is going to be for cable. It's probably right in between both lots. Yeah, so you're right in between both lots with the green box and the cable and the phone access points and stuff like that. All right. Do you have a big tree here, but not terrible. It is on the neighbor's yard. You do have a little hangover on your side. You are allowed to cut anything that hangs over to your side. And there is irrigation in the yard. So I see irrigation here. And there is also a sewer drain right here as well. So that's always nice for water to flow away from the property. The property does pitch upward, so you do have a little bit of a slope in the driveway. All right, and I do love that the home has gutters and that the gutters are brown to match the roof, which is always a nice thing. That way they don't show dirt. I do have landscape curbing. That landscape curbing, if you were to install it now, is pretty pricey. This could be refreshed, it could be painted to have a little bit more life, and then you'd probably want to kind of jazz up the plant beds a little bit. Just a personal thought. Nice big entry here, nice covered space and tall ceiling. That light is probably as old as the house. And a little area here, so if you want to put chairs or a little vignette or holiday decor, any of those things, you've got lots of space for it. I would say the door is definitely original, kind of shows a little bit of age on the door. And here we are inside. They do have pets, so they do have a cat. I don't know if they have more than one cat, but I did meet the orange cat a few minutes ago. You do have tile, shiny tile here. You've got a den here at the front, which is truly an office or a den. They've got it like as a bedroom kind of setup here, but its true purpose is a office. You do have a ceiling fan, a little bit older, probably original. There is crown molding. Yep, there he is. Okay. The door, I almost jumped out of my skin. Oh, don't run up on me. Okay, anywho. So you have a formal living room here. It's really big. I would certainly multi-purpose and maybe use this space for something else. It is a very large space. And this would traditionally be what would be known more as like the dining room because it's right off the kitchen. But you could use this space however you'd like it as well. It's really meant for, a hutch to be in that build out in between the wall and then the table in the center. But, homeowners do as they please, whatever makes you happy. So we'll pan around. There is a coat closet here. I know that it's laughable that we have coat closets in Florida, but I guess you need somewhere to put your vacuum and your coats and etc. There is a guest bathroom here, half bath. Okay, so they look like they upgraded the countertops. There's some like wear and tear and age on things. I would personally probably say that this house would need kind of a full paint. Even though it's really neutral, I've noticed that a lot of the like trim and the baseboards and things like that are in need of some love. I certainly would probably get rid of somebody else's carpet. This carpet's not terrible. It's a little worn in some spots. That's a personal preference, to each his own. Okay, good size room. I do like that you have the walkout to the pool deck. They've got heights for their little people here. It's a really big slider, which is really nice. It's kind of a house left in time and kind of a hodgepodgey decor style. Anywho, okay. I hope you guys are laughing. Anyway, here's the water closet and exhaust fan, and it has a vent to the AC, pocket door. Right here we have a garden tub, and boy, I hope that's an insert and not actually the window. Looks like it's an insert over the glass. Thank goodness. I don't know how you feel about stained glass flowers, but if it's anything like how I feel about them. Anywho, I like the double vanity. I like the bump up on the countertop, and I like that there's a spot for a seat if you want to do makeup. The mirror has seen better days. It's a little bit tattered, and these old Hollywood lights would probably be something that you'd want to update. There's the closet here, so I would err and say that this could be clothing or it could be linens. These folks have linens, hats, etc. I personally would have had them clean out their closet, but what most people are doing, so here's the shower. It needs to be heavily cleaned, caulked, regrouted maybe. What a lot of people are doing, if they're not tub people, so if you're not a tub person, a lot of people are ripping out the tub and the shower and doing one large, what I call party shower. So the frameless glass, large walk-in shower. You could take the glass to the ceiling and do a steam shower. You could do multiple heads. You could do all sorts of things to kind of make it sexy. That's a totally personal preference, but that's what a lot of people are doing. This does show some signs of age and wear. Okay. And this is the primary closet. So these folks have lived well into this house, or the house is well lived in, I guess you would say. Goodness, that boombox. Huh, I haven't seen one of those. Okay, anyway. It's well lived in, meaning they live in all the spaces, they have stuff. You know, if I were to personally list the property, I would probably have them clean up a lot of this. Not that closets aren't storage spots, but it does take away from when someone's looking at the house, because now all I can remember is the chaos in that closet. So I guess at some point they changed the ceiling fan because it has a remote, so it's not as old as the one that was in the front room. I do have crown molding in this room, which is really nice. Another ceiling fan that has been updated has a remote here too. And straight ahead is going to be left laundry and a bedroom. And then also here we have the living area. So I think we'll just head into the kitchen. This kitchen area. They've got black stainless steel appliances. Looks like a Samsung and KitchenAid and LG for the refrigerator. They've got a little extra storage built in here. They put the rollouts. Very nice. Not soft close. They do have granite countertops as well. Some more rollouts. Very nice. The refrigerator has one of those see-through doors. There you go. When you knock on it, the light comes on. My husband absolutely loves that. He bought it in 2 refrigerators that we've had. And then I just hear him walk through the kitchen and tap on the glass. It's probably a little bit heavily used. Okay, so you have kind of that separation in the oven. This is going to be your little breakfast nook here, or daily cafe. Some of the areas I mentioned, like about the paint. And here's their pantry. Okay. Family room. Gathering room, family room. Open to the kitchen. Walks right out to the sliding, the pool deck. We'll go outside last. This is kind of the difference in the floor tiles. So they've got this gray look out in the center, and then this older brown look more in the middle of the home. And the bathrooms. So probably the original. Okay, so this is a full bathroom. Granite counter. Got a commode here. Definitely needs some stuff. I did notice before I got over here that there's some separation here from the tile. Could easily be fixed with some grout. Probably tub needs to be caulked. I mean, these are just little things that I personally would have had taken care of before I go on market, you know, get rid of the mildew and stuff like that. But different folks, different strokes, different realtors. Not as great as me. All right, so this leads out to the pool deck. All right, so this constitutes a pool bathroom, pool equipment here. I'll actually come back out this door in just a second, but I just wanted you to see where it leads to from here. So we'll head back and wrap up the rest of the home and come right back. Little damage here, probably, or something gross. Okay, and right here we have a bedroom. Looks like a little bit of an older fan. It matches their furniture, so it's probably been around. I don't see a remote hanging on the wall, so it's probably been around for a hot minute. They do have, a little bit of furniture in here, so good space. All right, so small closet. Kind of a tiny closet, I would probably say. And I do see some damage here on the door. Linens. Another bedroom. Carpet in the bedrooms. This carpet looks like the same in the primary suite. Another similar, a little bit bigger closet. So this one is actually probably a tad bigger than the last one. Okay. Older ceiling fan. Final bedroom here. Carpet. They've got, some paint, some splashes, some things on these closet doors. This is the favorite child with the big closet. Okay, balloon with a face. And the view from here is actually the fence that needs to be pressure washed desperately. All right, so laundry and garage, and then we'll head outside. Laundry room. So we've got some extra storage. This actually probably could have been a closet or something, and kind of made better use of that space. All right, so 3-car garage. Looks like they're using the 3rd car for storage. They do have 2 garage door openers, which is a huge plus. And they've got a hybrid hot water heater and a sink. Hybrid hot water heater, what that means is it pulls the heat from the garage to help heat the water that you'll be warming. That's always a huge plus. It saves you a little bit of money on utilities. Looks like they have an epoxy floor, but it's a little bit older, so it probably needs to be refreshed. But here is the garage. They have some stuff to move. Just a couple of things. Okay, and this is the AC unit. Let's see. It looks like it is probably either an 09 or an 11. I'd have to look at the serial number, date, but it's either 2009 or 2011. Okay, all right, headed back in. All right, to the outside. So you can get to the outside from the family room, and then also from this bathroom door. I'm gonna go back out this door only because then I can walk by the pool equipment. This is a planter. So back in the day, they thought it was cool that you had planters. in places, but so more landscape curbing, which once again is a really nice feature. Here we have pool heater and then also the AC unit behind that. And this is that side where I showed you the fence needs to be pressure washed. So it's a lot of space. Okay, it looks like the landscape curbing ended right here and they're using these to keep the plant bed together. And then the hedge goes right there again. House definitely needs to be pressure washed and cleaned. And it might need to be painted. I see that there's a gap here. Not the end of the world on that. That can be filled and either stuccoed or filled and then painted. Okay. Siding at the top. And the fence is a vinyl fence, so it just needs to be pressure washed. It's normal for that stuff to happen. Nice little grilling area. I'll walk around the yard to get to the other side, and then we'll take a look at the pool. So this is like a privacy hedge. Is it overwhelmingly necessary? Probably not, because they have a fence and a pool on the other side. But if you wanted to feel a little bit more private, you could have that. Looks like I guess they fixed the fence or something. It must have fallen down. And this was their fix. It's probably due for a new fence behind the house if we've got missing panels and repairs. But once again, that back fence might have already been existing and these folks did the vinyl fence at some point. All right. Now the fence on this side doesn't have as many stains because there's not as many trees in this specific area. Looks like they did some touch-ups at some point. Looks like they do have a little bit of stucco cracks. Nothing too serious. It's all pretty standard for Florida homes. They settle right around year 20. And when they settle at year 20, we get stucco cracks. You typically will see more really thin hairline cracks once the house goes into the ground. And you may have to just do some stucco little sealing on the outside, probably once every year, every 2 years, and then paint every 7 to 10. Okay. So it did rain today, so it's a little wet. Here's the pool. A little spot at the top with the spillover. You can pressure wash the deck to kind of get rid of some of this dark staining. I'd probably pull back this hedge only because it's, at some point I don't know, it starts staining and kind of just a little bit heavy. You can use this as a hot tub. And these are the steps into the pool. So you could do some laps. Nice long pool. And here's the covered area. So these little holes right here are for your pool fence, which gives you an insurance discount. So it's always nice to have. And here is your outdoor area. Nice covered area for gathering. If you're grilling, throwing the football in the backyard, any of those things. All right. I hope you have enjoyed. We're going to head back in. Thank you.